because we are recording.
Come on.
Just say, do you believe that there are certain people out there that just think like, oh, Atlantis never existed? Like it's all just a hoax.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What's a hoax? Like everything's a hoax?
Atlantis. No, Atlantis.
Yeah.
There never was.
Yeah. Yep. There's people out there. Most specifically, people in the actual academic category. You know, obviously because they're the ones again that would know the most.
True.
That say that Atlantis never existed, and it's just a euphemism. I think I'm saying that right, by Plato to describe something that's happening in his current timeline. But at the same time, it's like the only thing in all of Plato's books and all of his writing and everything else he wrote about was true. The people were actual living people. Other locations are always actual, true other locations. Other things that happened were actually true events that happened. You know, and so just to say that Atlantis is the only one that wasn't actually real, just because we haven't found evidence of it, is a little silly to me, especially when we haven't, like, all the possible locations that people have possibly said that Atlantis could be, has not actually properly been combed through yet. Hasn't actually hasn't had a proper archaeology team go through and actually excavate the area.
Yeah.
And do find cultural layers in the ground or whatnot, or any like leftovers like that. You know.
It's amazing. Even like the biggest mysteries and the biggest like archaeological finds on this planet still aren't really like looked into.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's like
there's a
like the Sahara Desert.
Yeah, the Sahara Desert's got like
vastly unexplored.
Yeah, like underneath the sand dunes.
You don't know what could be under thousands of pounds of sand. You don't know.
Yeah, literally, there's
you have no idea.
Tons of lost. I'm pretty sure there's tons of lost cities or
artifacts. There's just so much sand. There's so much sand that it would be.
It's just the same in South America.
Yeah.
You know, when we have this thing LiDAR now that you can fly over and it shoots light imaging down and it bounces back up to the LiDAR panel, and they can actually get like a geographic structure of like the ground beneath like a solid area, and it should be able to penetrate through. It penetrates through the rainforest in South America, so that's how they're finding out like a lot of the old cities and whatnot. You know, shit. That's how they found the Olmec heads, I believe, is that way as well. Which the Olmec heads are these giant like round stone heads that just like sit there and nobody knows anything about the culture.
It could be an entire civilization that was there. And
it is.
An entire civilization that had its own justice system. It had its own education. Yeah. It had its own language. It had its own beliefs. It had its own prayers. Grew itself, developed itself, came to its apex, had a downfall, was wiped completely from existence, and no one ever will know what it was from.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing that's going to be America like thousands
That'll
of years
be America,
from now?
yeah. That'll be anything.
That'll be pretty much every country thousands of years from now, you know.
It's like this great big superpower that practically kept this world together.
We'll be talking about like the Incans. Like the Incans, you know what I mean? We'll be talking about that. Like look at this giant, look at this massive city here.
Except for the thing is like a lot of the infrastructure that's built by us today is so...
poorly designed.
Not poorly designed, but just not designed with time in mind.
Yeah, it's time with speed and money.
It's designed, it's designed with money, and obviously that's obvious. But there are a few structures that we have built that will last thousands of years.
Yeah, our memorials.
Yeah, and
like DC and stuff like that.
Well,
that
not even DC.
Those over time, but I'm saying like
with over time, but also marble and stuff like that only ages so quick.
Yeah,
and like our skyscrapers and stuff are going to be long, tumbled to the ground. In pieces.
In pieces.
While Abe is still sitting up on that chair.
That's true. Yep.
Like
there's a place in Sweden. While you're thinking of yours, I'll comment on mine. There's a place in Sweden.
I'm just gonna talk it out. I just can't talk yet, so I'm just gonna keep waiting.
Go ahead, you asshole.
It's the dam. I know you guys
Hoover Dam?
Yeah, the Hoover Dam.
Okay.
The Hoover Dam is said to last 10,000 years after humans stopped taking care of it.
So mine was a place that is in, I think it's either in Iceland or Greenland, but it's a place that they build up underground that has almost, at least as many as they documented, one of each of the plants on our Earth, and it's a storage area for all those plants.
Oh,
And they said that that's supposed to last like 5,000 years.
Mhm.
With all those plants still able to stay alive.
Yeah, any plant that's on this earth, or almost any that's on this earth, there's seeds of that plant at that place.
Yes, correct.
And it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's wild, dude.
And to bring that up, I lost it. The hell did you just say before?
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam. The side stupid note, but the cement in the middle of the Hoover Dam still is not 100% cured.
Cured. Yeah.
Still
No
to this day.
way.
It's still curing.
It's still
right now.
curing to this day.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah. And that
Isn't that
fucking-
crazy?
That's insane.
That's a fact.
Yep.
With that fact, with that little prelude there, what is up, everyone? Welcome
What is
back.
going on, everybody?
What is going on, everyone?
What is up? It's your boy Drake fucking Smokes.
Welcome to the Faster Tadpoles in person. The very first time that we're all here kind of, videotaping. As you can see, the boys are here. Like we said last podcast, they were on their way here. When they got here eventually on Saturday. What's that?
So 3/4 of us are here.
Yeah, 3/4 of us. Like we said,
the three of us are here now.
Ty.
That's all we're gonna
we
say.
can't bring Ty's urn on a plane. Like we said, he did pass away.
Yes. Exactly.
That was the worst part about this whole thing is he is dead. So
He'd be sitting right here.
he'd be sitting right on.
He'd be joining us.
That's a classic Tyler thing.
Yeah, classic
Yeah.
Tyler thing.
He
yeah.
loves that stuff.
Oh
Yeah. So
It's okay.
So this is our first in-person podcast, boys. And this has been over a year now. And I mean, whoever's been listening, I mean the 2 or 3 of you that have been listening for over a year now, we appreciate you guys listening. But yeah,
Yeah, right.
we're
Thank
over
you.
a year now for the
One and a half
podcast.
of you.
We started in February of last year. I think February 2nd was our first podcast
Right.
last year.
Wow.
And we're in person now. They're here visiting for a week, so we decided to get a few podcasts in. We might have a few extra things of content coming out here as well, but we decided to have at least one neat video that we'll have here. And obviously, if you're listening on Spotify, you can hear it through Spotify. But YouTube, obviously, you'll be seeing this. But yeah, we're just kind of chilling here. So I hope that was a good prelude to the podcast. What is going on, boys?
We're here.
We're here.
We're here. And it's just as cold here as it is back home.
Yep. It literally doesn't feel any different.
It doesn't feel
At
the
all.
slightest different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, luckily we got lucky with where I live. It's especially where I'm living is one of the coldest places documented in the United States, and the
How's
winters. What's that?
How's that?
What do you mean? Like they're like International Falls is top 10 recorded temperatures in the United States of
Oh,
lowest.
but that's not where you live,
Live right next to it.
though. Still, so you don't live in International Falls.
No, but
So
yeah,
then where you do live isn't in the USA.
correct. But it's right next to it. It's not even. It's not even.
I'm just trying to say, dude, if you're gonna
We
say
are
something-
less than a half mile away from this place. Anyways, so
Gotta
usually
make sure you're correct.
yeah, I hate you.
And
Everything
I hate
he's
him
saying.
just as much now than I
Everything
do
he
when
says.
he's like when we're doing this.
We
over,
gotta make sure
over
we're
PC.
trying to be as factual as possible. We were just talking about Atlantis,
Yeah, we were just talking about Atlantis.
you know. So,
Luke
So-
and I.
so yeah, so talking about Atlantis, and then you saying the northernmost spot in.
I said it right.
Yeah, you did.
I
See?
said it right.
Luke and I, yeah, nice.
Holy shit. Luke and I.
Okay, well, introductions because they have no idea who we
Yeah.
are. They just
So
hear our voice.
what is up? Luke here.
Drake.
You got Doc, which you'll see Doc. He's the other Luke, Luke number 2. He's who came in as a 4th tadpole a little later when it was just Tyler, Drake, and I. And then you got Drake over there, Dragov. You know, that's our boy there. So, yeah, like I said, unfortunately, Tyler died tragically while getting a Dr. Disrespect tattoo.
Good old-
British Columbia Raspberry Coca-Cola. I'm not fucking kidding with you. We'll zoom in right here. British.
He's fucking
Columbia
kidding.
Raspberry.
This guy's a big old kidder.
Not a sponsor.
You know.
Not a sponsor, but they're it's pretty good. And I mean, Haribo would be a sponsor of this podcast if we could sponsor. If we could,
Haribo, you think that Haribo would sponsor us?
if we could have one sponsor, Haribo. If you're listening,
Haribo?
Haribo.
Haribo.
Do you think there's a
Haribo.
a Chinese version of it named that? Haribo.
Oh man.
Eating some happy colas here, and guess what?
Dangerous.
These are making me happy.
You know-
eating some happy cola and drinking some happy cola.
What is your guys' favorite gummy? All time.
All time?
All time. If you had to have a gummy that you would just slay to have. A gummy a gummy that you would drive 20 hours for.
Red and blue sour worms.
The red and blue color.
The red and blue color specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Orange and green is poopy poop. The red is okay, but the yellow is poopy poop. So I'll take 50% of the bag and eat that, and then the other 50% goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go, oh man. Twin snakes. Twin snakes are awesome.
Twin snakes.
Twin snakes. There's two snakes attached to each other, and one side is sweet, one side is sour, and they're both different flavors. So it's like, it's like blueberry and raspberry, and the raspberry is the sour, but the blueberry is the sweet. But they're attached, and it's horrible.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, they're good. God, they're fucking good.
I kind of thought you said it's horrible instead of Haribo.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
It's
twin
horrible.
snakes, it's horrible,
It's
but
horrible.
you know, I fucking love eating them.
They're horrible. Haribo. How do you say it?
Haribo.
Haribo. Haribo.
Haribo.
Is that Canadian? How do you actually say it?
Haribo.
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 See, I heard what you said.
Yeah. Every now and then he'll start
Got a lot
speaking
of
some
Canadian.
Canadian, and it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
We're not, too able to decipher that yet.
Yeah, it's nice having them around the stores though, because then you can read the labels.
Yeah,
for us,
yeah, you can tell us what we're getting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't know what these were.
Yep.
But Coca-Cola, Canadian. How do returns work in Canada?
Just cut right there for a sec. I'll edit all this. I just want to make sure that it's still recording. Just we're not wasting any time.
That is an actual.
Yep, we're good. I'll just cut that. I'll just trim all this because I'm going to edit with that too, so.
I would just leave it all in. Leave it natural.
Fuck it. Alright, I'll fucking leave it in.
Natural
You guys see me just do a fake cut like a dick.
Like a dick. Now, how do returns work in Canada?
You don't, I don't think you get anything for bottles.
Really?
It's cans only. So we have that one black garbage
What is
bag.
it, 5 cents?
5 cents per each can. But only beer cans. Pop cans don't count. Pop cans are recycled too.
So if I go and buy cans from Canada and then come to America and return them, I'm going to get more money.
Yes. Because you don't get any money over here.
Huh? For cans?
Only for beer bottles. Or for beer cans.
Yeah.
These,
That's literally what I just said.
Pop cans, you don't get anything.
What do you mean? I'm not talking about pop cans.
But you get change in pop cans in the States. That's what I'm saying. It's any kind of can in the States.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the States. I'm talking about Canada. If I buy beer cans in Canada and then bring them back here and then return them here,
They're more money, correct?
I'd get more money back.
Yeah.
So I'd spend less money overall.
So is that how those businesses survive by us? Where they're just like, the big return companies? Do they just like take them to where they're worth more money?
I don't know. It wouldn't be worth more money
Fuckers.
if taken from America to Canada.
No,
It'll be worth more if it's taken from Canada.
Those bottle return companies make money because them giving you 15 cents on each one, they're going to make more from the aluminum scrap that they sell than than the 15 cents that they're giving you.
So like per gross ton of aluminum, it'd be worth more as aluminum than the 5 cents each can.
15 cents each can.
Or 15 cents each can.
In New York, yes. Yes, correct.
No, in New York, 5 cents.
5 cents.
Well, that's right, yeah.
But yeah.
But still
Really?
stands correct,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
So they may make 10 cents.
Are you sure?
100%. I looked it up.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Well, how else would they make money?
Tax credits.
Oh, that's true.
Because
And
recycling.
And recycling. That's
so
true.
they get a lot of tax breaks off recycling. So they get paid money to have people bring in their recyclables to them to sort it and then send it back out to a company and have them worked on. There's just like the same thing with those cardboard return stores where you go to return cardboard. It's the same way. They pay you money to bring their cardboard in, and they take that cardboard and send that out to have it to like a place like Cascades or Green Pack or the paper mill up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just takes it, shreds it back down to a slurry, adds some more shalook into it, and then like places it back out into a new thing again.
Yeah. Man, what a shlukin.
I like that.
That's a good fucking word.
Yeah, dude, I love shalook.
Coined right here on the podcast.
Yeah.
You want some of that delicious shluk in your mouth? Hit us up.
Yeah, we'll give you some shalook.
Give you some shalook.
Some shalook, some shellac,
I'm gonna use
some
that.
shalime, some shalap. You got it all for you.
Yeah.
Do you live on that fucking planet? Shawarma!
Yeah.
Schlangela! Shrek! Shlook!
Shalook.
Wow. Shit.
It's a planet where every single word starts with an SH.
Yeah. Schlangela! Schlonathan! Okay, I've had enough.
Shloka-Cola. Oh, Shloka-Cola.
It's from Rick and Morty.
The Rosa Shloka-Cola?
No, what we were talking about though.
Oh, really?
Schlaster Sladpoles.
Yep.
Schlaster Sladpoles.
Schlaster Sladpoles.
Scholes. Dr. Scholes.
Dr. Scholes.
Do you think that Drake looks like a medieval conquistador? Look at that pose right now.
A medieval conquistador?
Yeah.
Conquistador.
Conquistador.
Want me to conquist you?
You can give me smallpox anything, baby.
Oh, fuck.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry, Incans.
Yeah.
He does look
Okay,
like it.
okay.
If you put that guy in, if you put that guy in, what's the steel mesh? What's it called?
Chainmail?
Chainmail. If you put him in chainmail, a pointed hat, and maybe a dumb little visored style helmet that flips up, that he's a Spanish conquistador.
Really?
100%, dude. Look at him.
Could be.
Even the praying hands that they used to have tattoos.
Yep, my praying hands.
Oh, yeah.
You go back in history, you look. There's a conquistador, and he's clearly got a rosary on the back of his arm,
Praying hands.
slaying some South American. Oh god, look at that praying hands, bro.
Yeah, I actually have a question for you guys. If Colosseums, because I mentioned this the other day, if Colosseums,
Luke speaks.
if Colosseums were still a thing, and you get to go there and you get to watch gladiators fight things, kill things, and then just fight other criminals or whatever to death, would you go?
100%.
100%. Would you go for pure entertainment? You'd watch these guys.
I mean, if it was still a thing, it would be a normal thing. So I think most people would probably go to see that happen.
Right.
It wouldn't be an outlier.
Just as much as like people watch football or soccer.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If it was a thing still.
You'd go watch two criminals who are in death sentences fight to the death. The one gets exonerated if he wins. Whoever wins gets exonerated. So you're gonna watch them fight out to death. You're gonna watch one guy die no matter what, and it's just the entertainment. It's like Drake said, it's like a Sunday night football game.
Yeah, that's true.
So in
Yeah.
that regard, like if
I would.
like I mean everybody would probably go watch it at some point, you know.
Yeah.
But like if they just started bringing it back.
Yeah,
And
like
say
tomorrow.
Let's say
It would be protest city.
Yeah, but say like we live in a perfect world where nobody cares. Who cares about the people that like complain all the time? They're just like, shut up, go back in your caves.
Okay.
And they just did it. And they're just like, here, this is what we're gonna do with our criminals from now on.
I think it would be.
These guys.
I think you'd have a lot of people who would be okay with it.
I think so too.
I think you'd have a lot of victims' families, and it would only be the rules for me would have to be deathbed versus deathbed, and both are clear and shut cases that there can't be any sort of judicial mishaps that are within question. They have to be clear and cut. This guy was literally on video murdering this person. There is no conjecture. There is nothing. It has to be that clear and shut case of someone who's on death row that's slated for execution. They both have to fight each other. Maybe the guy who wins gets a life sentence. Maybe not exonerated, but he gets a shorter sentence.
No, he
the
gets
guy
sent on to the next round. Like this is. You're going rounds and rounds and rounds, and then the final guy of the night, he gets his sentence cut in half, and he goes to prison.
Okay, so instead of being deathbed or death row, then he would be.
You're still going to prison, but you're getting like half your fucking sentence. So instead of 20 years for killing somebody, you're gonna go serve your 10 years.
Okay, that's okay. I could see that because if someone's.
The fuck just stabbed me in my foot. Sorry, continue.
The toe biter.
So it'd be cool to see the fights happen, kind of like a battle royale style with that, and not even battle royale, but like you said, tournament style. And it's maybe on every Thursday night. You get up there, you look at Leroy Jenkins in this corner, you look at Mike Studebaker over there.
Yep.
Both of them life sentence or deathbed or death sentence for clear and shut prison cases of death. And there's tons of people in the prison system, in the death sentence system, that are clear and shut cases. So we have quite a bit of people for this, and to make room for new people. You know what I mean? Make room for new deaf people. So.
I know how to make it tomorrow. I know how to make it happen tomorrow. We get the government involved. U.S. government. You guys can tax these events.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Anything you've ever wanted.
There you go.
There you go. You get your money. We can do sports betting.
FanDuel, yep. FanDuel, here we fucking come.
Tax the shit out of it because you guys love doing that with everything. So there you go. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
You'll get your money out of it.
That would be perfect. And guess what? They're getting their money anyways because they're eliminating prisoners that they still have to feed, still have to take care of, still have to do all that stuff. They're eliminating those people out of that system, and not only making room, but less people in a prison equals less guards that have to protect it. And they're literally saving them. You and I just saved them like $40 million.
There you go. We're saving you money and you're making money. Because also, if you're worried about, we got to bury them because whatever, it's fine. Back in the day, you guys used to just throw them in holes and put a number on them. Do it again. It's cheap. It's not a lot of resources.
If they're that vile.
You're getting your money.
If they're that vile.
Come on. Yeah, they're just horrible people. You're getting your money either way. So, I mean, good for you, U.S. government. Doing what you like best. Taking our money. Okay,
I'm not affiliated with these people. You see this? You see this border right here? You need a passport for this border. I tell you what, those two are there.
Pushing you in on this.
Yeah. And Drake poisons people water.
You can see
You said you wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting idea, and I really think it would get big. I think it would be. I think there would be like a thing where, at the end of the year, if a prisoner wants to be exonerated, he could enter like the end of the year one, where all of the winners of each ones can see if every week there's a winner for 35 weeks, and so that's how many of those 30 guys would say, I'm going to go for another tournament here. And I want to get exonerated. If they win that grand tournament, they get exonerated at the end of the year and are a free man. Think about that.
Yeah. That would actually work. I think. See, you know what? Here, let me go on this note.
So it's 30. Real quick, I'll touch on it. 30 weeks will be the amount of times there's a grand champion. So there'll be 30 people who are available for the championship. And there'll be the last 5 weeks of the year will be the grand championship.
Yeah. There you go.
That's simple as that.
See? We get one winner a year. One. Everybody else dies.
Can I help you?
So Doc was going to say something, and he was like, no, I'm going to talk about this real quick.
I'm sorry, dude. I was just on my mind. I apologize.
On my mind, too.
But on my mind.
So, if you guys can bring back one thing from anywhere in any point in time, like a standard practice that you can make legal today, what would it be? Something that they used to do that you want to do again. I know that's kind of a thinker.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one here. Let me.
You guys are thinking. That's why I was like, the Coliseum would be sweet, but that's more for just sports entertainment. I would say, but. I almost want to say, in a form, it could be anything. I don't know why I'm alluding to this subject specifically, but like guillotines. You know how, not to the fact where you can use it on criminals, even though yes, but at the same time, you know how much that just scare the shit out of criminals to not commit crime, knowing that they got the guillotine to look forward to, in case?
Yeah.
Like fear is the best weapon, I think. So it's like, we have this again. We will use it in Times Square on Sundays. No, it's God's Day. Saturdays. And yeah, I think a lot of people would second guess about committing crime if it was more punishable.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Yeah, but then you start getting into the psychology of like the person that has to release the guillotine.
True.
Or whatnot, which their mental state is just as important, if not more.
Yeah.
Which then all of a sudden now are you getting like, right? Which I mean, is that the kind of job we need a veteran to have though?
That's true. It depends on the veteran. It's
so
a volunteer.
So like there's that, and then I mean like, or you're gonna get like a serial killer like a Dexter scenario, like a serial killer that's just gonna do that, you know.
Right. Hey, if that gets his bloodlust out, then
oh, it might.
Good
But
on
then
him.
if you look at like standard serial killers, it always starts off small and then continues to grow and grow and grow until
That's
they get
true.
caught because the last one they did was just not really thought out or whatever. You
oh
know.
yeah,
So again, you would probably have that scenario where the serial killer would start off killing people with a guillotine and blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden he would like, no, well, I want to do it outside of this
it would definitely
security
be
area. You know,
it would definitely be a government job.
You would,
That's not-
you'd have.
they're not
they'd
giving
be-
that to some
they'd
schmuck.
be pushing more of a
Like,
okay to kill agenda. You know.
yeah,
You know, so I mean,
it's got to either be, I would say, a government job or even a job of the military. Like that's a position you take, and there's you can go use that guillotine over in, I don't know, New York City. That's where you're scheduled this month.
I
You
have.
know.
I have
but then
a
it's
pre-
like, do you want one person to do it continually, or do you want to swap it out so like at least one person in the military has to do it, but then at least like, even like wars today, when they're shooting at enemies and enemies are shooting at them, they're not actually seeing themselves hit the target essentially, you know, unless they're a sniper, you know. You know what I mean?
true.
So it's
Yeah.
like a lot of the people are getting like the bombs and seeing their friendlies getting hit, but they're not actually seeing that they're like, I'm firing at soft targets at the moment. I don't know if I hit any,
Mm-hmm.
and I can go home thinking that I probably didn't kill anybody, you know. You know what I mean?
maybe. I guess
That-
you
that-
got
that's-
your shorter end grunts that don't do that, but
Yeah, right.
you know that there are
Yeah.
some people with like
Oh, 100%.
titled sense of justice, like justice will be served, but they're also, I guess, okay, but they know, kind of. There's probably going to be a few, but it's not going to be a huge demand for jobs. You're only
Right.
going to have a handful. And that's probably why it would be a government position in some way, a federal job. But
So I have mine, and I really think you two are gonna like this. And this is a practice that I wish was still something that we did today, or it came back.
you can still be Mormon.
No.
Oh.
Militias.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
that we still practiced militia. I still wish that we had some sort of a organized group of just straight civilians who know how to fight in a combative group
there
who
are
train.
there are tons of those still though.
But not like gun clubs and stuff. I'm saying like
no,
legit.
not gun clubs.
I'm
they're
saying legit
literal
Minutemen.
private militaries.
Okay, well. But I'm not saying private militaries. I'm saying
What do you what?
a
do you
militia. A militia.
Is it yeah?
No, when you had the Revolutionary War militia, they weren't guys who were literally training for that. They were literally farmers who said, when trouble comes, I will go with my next group of people who are with me in my village,
Yeah, who do you
and I
think
will
is in the private army?
not farmers.
Yeah. You're getting
This
you're
is
getting
him trying to go
you're getting
far
all,
now.
you're
Trying to
getting
get past me.
You're getting
This is
all,
him trying to push
you're getting
past
all
me here.
groups of people.
Wow, those are some solid bottles. Holy shit.
I'm gonna use that as
I just shit
as an
myself.
arguing point for me.
There you go.
That the guy who's arguing this is leaning his glass
Fuck
bottle
you.
against a soft couch and a wall that has a space in between it.
God damn it.
I'm gonna lay my rifle on this.
Yeah.
Unstable.
Wow, that's a solid bottle. Good job, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't realize I was eating Happy Colas while drinking a Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I literally said that in the podcast.
Did you really?
Yes.
He didn't say that, dude.
It's on video.
So,
Again,
legit.
there's also the 1%ers and shit like that, or not the 1%ers, the 2%ers, I think.
I'm just...
They're like a military organization that is not actually part of. Maybe some members were military, but a lot of them are not. And
Part of the
they're-
government.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're not
yeah.
part of the government
And
at
they
all.
follow
but
their own
they're-
kind of rules.
Yeah, but I think
That's
they're-
also the word.
those
of
ones are
town.
like those. I don't know that much about them, but every time I see them, it's always with like right media, you know.
Mhm.
So I would assume that's a right side. I
Yeah.
didn't look anything about them at all, so I don't
So,
really know what
yeah,
they
so
are.
I'm talking about, like, if there was a Fort Francis militia, if shit went down, and say I was a selected person in the militia, Jeff was a selected person in the militia, and we just at that time gather what guns and ammo that we have with our guys, and because that's what the farmers did. The farmers literally had like only so little powder, only so little bullets to fire these volleys at the British. They had whatever they had. They didn't have government supplied anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was all shit that they
would probably consider those people that like advertise it like local terrorists.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's just a large groups of people with guns, and they got their beliefs, and it's different than everybody else's. Or that's so they'll label that person because that's what they do. But like, I think
you're just there to defend your family and your area.
Yeah, I mean,
when trouble arises, and that's not just against a foreign foe. That's against even a rogue like internal foe.
Yeah,
foreign
but
and domestic.
Militias don't just exist to exist. Militias are formed when tyrannical governments appear.
Yeah. And that's also another reason why.
And that's literally it happens continually.
Yeah.
So like, Doc and I just watched a video right now where Myanmar is actually having a militia start up and fight against the actual Myanmar army.
Oh wow!
We just watched it, and it's literally it's a huge civil war that's happening right now. That's getting no news coverage and no news.
Yeah, because it's also a word of because it still happens all the time. Like but it's a word of tongue between neighbors. Like I like there are neighbors, a group of 10 neighbors that know. Oh, so and so's got guns. Oh, so and so's this. So and so's that, and they know you. They know each other. So it's kind of like something happens tomorrow. You guys, you 5 houses, you're on the same page. Yeah, you guys know you can trust each other.
Fucking Billy, Jilly, Gilly, and Nilly. We're all gonna get together and start popping some willies.
We're gonna get all of our families. We're gonna gather them, and then we're gonna work out. Yeah. So it's like it still happens, but not. It's not as advertised anymore because then those people would be targeted by their own. Yeah. Sadly, it's not. We're not a nation against the rest. Now we're neighbors against neighbors. Yeah. So it's kind of sadly that way, but it's what it's got to be. And with social media, it is just down to a word of tongue, except for the idiots that advertise it, and then they wonder, why they're getting picked on by everyone. Yeah. But and we can't just create a fort right in our backyard, and then put cannons on the sides.
Bring back the fort. Bring back the old school wooden fort with the watchtowers, one gate.
Because once you think about it, I mean, a tree is gonna stop a bullet. So I mean, you had those giant fences surrounding the fort that are huge ass trees. Yeah, it's gonna stop some bullets.
You're not wrong.
So I mean,
we have a more readily available material that's just as dense as a tree is. True. And can be poured into whatever form we want in a much easier way.
You're talking about concrete?
Yeah. So I mean, it just makes sense to just build a concrete wall around your base that you can extend and dissect it. Definitely wood's cooler, but wood takes a while to grow.
True, but that's okay.
Concrete, we can literally just pick it up out of the ground, put a little bit of Portland cement in there, put a little bit of lye.
Only Portland cement.
Yeah, slap that on the ground.
Nice.
Yeah,
but cannons are still cool and wood's still cool. So it's like, I know we could have howitzers up there, but cannons.
Cannons all day. Dude.
Just cannons.
16 pounders all day.
Because would the government take you seriously if you were like, we're going to build a fort in our backwoods, and you do, and you put cannons on it? They're not going to take you seriously.
They'll take me fucking seriously with grape shot.
With chains.
Don't bring your master on my fucking fort.
Yeah, that's right. U.S. Navy, you better watch out. I got cannons with rope
until the tanks come in. And just let it drive through your fort.
Oh, and then one M1 Abrams.
Yeah, just your fucking cannon bounces off the front of it, and it just keeps coming, and just drives through you.
No, could you imagine if it plugs the barrel, blows up the tank, and then you're like, that wasn't supposed to happen that way. Oh my god! Now you're forced.
We're at war.
We're at war right now.
Dude, no, that'd be so cool though. Imagine the Abrams what do we do, sir? And we're like, fire! We just volley fucking 3 or 4 cannon shots onto the shirt. Dude, can you imagine how much that would hurt the how much that would hurt audibly for them with the Abrams? With those, it wouldn't do jack shit to the tank, but the noise, dude, would be awful for them inside.
Rattling.
Especially if you hit right by the mantle, if that in there just bouncing, it might make their ears explode or some shit, dude.
That would be fucking awesome.
Righteous.
Too righteous. Yeah. What about you? Did you think of
I don't really think I care about any old school custom or anything coming back up to this new age. To be honest with you,
you wouldn't want to bring back stage coaches and have a guy with a shotgun right next to you.
No.
That'd be
These
pretty cool.
coaches are pretty inefficient.
True.
And I don't want
Gives
to,
horses jobs.
horses don't need jobs.
Oh.
Horses
Drake wishes for one thing.
Offensive against horses.
Drake wishes for one thing, and he can't help it. It's just his makeup. He just loves large, big rooms with gas tubes up top. That's it. And that's just who he is.
Yeah.
He's just made that way.
He's just.
Can't help it, you know.
That's the reason why he likes poop, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I mean the old stuff doesn't necessarily need to come back, but there's just some things that are just
Yeah.
they're pretty neat.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything that I would really want to come back.
Just for
Maybe just like a celebration of the winter and summer solstice is more like a widely
Yeah, that'd be
it's like a
cool.
more widely
Yeah.
known thing.
Yeah,
I would
that'd be
say
cool.
maybe because not like I don't think really anybody actually knows what winter and summer solstice actually is. You
Yeah,
know,
true.
so
Yeah.
like
That, you know what?
that would be kind of neat to come
Kind
back.
of along with that is
Maybe
like,
maybe like more astrology.
Oh,
where, like,
I was-
they
dude,
would, like,
I-
look over the stars a little bit
That's-
more. You know,
I was gonna say astronomy. I said I wanted
Yeah,
people to know more,
astronomy, yeah.
looking up and seeing what the constellations mean, dude.
Yeah,
We
Like,
were right there. We were
yeah.
just right there.
Yep.
We were
I
just
think maybe that would be cool. You know,
we were just mentally making out.
Wow.
definitely.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah, with you watching like usual.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
You didn't have your Superman suit on though.
No, I should have brought it.
Fuck you, dude.
Superman suit.
Shit, that's funny.
Oh,
But, yeah, I mean, that's what I would think would be really cool. Some form of that probably.
hmm
I would say.
Yeah, celebrating the things that.
I wish we had
Keep us
more of
going.
those exotic gods nowadays. Hey, I wish we had.
Hey.
You hear all these gods
Hey.
that, and I know that a lot of these are still practiced, but I'm saying like the ones like
Zeus.
Odin,
Apollo.
like all of these,
Yeah.
all of these ones that are just like.
It's Apollo's birthday today. Everybody. I thought of it. Alright.
So
Western.
so-
Hold on.
No, no.
Western shootouts.
hold on, but let's go back because we gotta recap a little bit because it cut.
Oh,
cut
that's
a couple
right.
words
It
off.
did. Yeah.
So, what was that?
I don't know.
Bringing back the old mythology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I bring back some old mythology. Like I want some of these newer, or not newer, but like these different gods. I want to go and go the day that we worship Odin. I want to go and have the
Which will be Wednesday.
yeah, which is Wednesday because Drake does it. So like I want to do like all these ones. I want to do all these exotic.
Wednesday is for Odin because it's Woden for Woden's Day, so it's Wednesday. And it's literally it's Woden. It's literally
That's
what it is.
awesome.
Yeah. So short.
And
So yeah, so I just-
Thursday is Thor's Day. Friday is Frida's Day. Saturday is I don't know what the fucking Saturday and Sunday is.
Saturn's Day. Is there a Saturn day?
Saturn
there
would
is
be
Saturn.
Greek.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
Saturn would be Greek.
So that's what it's after.
Saturn would be Roman. Saturn would be Roman. That's what that is. I'm sorry. Saturn would be Roman. Maybe could very well be named
Okay.
after Saturn for Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably honestly 100% right on that.
Huh.
That's a pretty well educated guess, I'd say. I just don't-
Yeah, so that's I want just more than I want to go to a church that I can go and enjoy those gods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You still can. That is. You can go to a church for Greek mythology. You can go to church for Roman mythology. You can go to church for Norse mythology.
But
You
they're
can
not
go-
that they're not that readily around. That's what I'm saying. I want them to be
Yeah, they're
readily
not
available.
readily available, but I mean, you can still go and do it. Like there's some like there's the Egyptian out there. You know, there's still a whole bunch out there that you can go do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even like the you know tribes, South American, African tribes that still have like, Mexico still has the Mayan religion is still pretty with Quetzalcoatl and the sky serpent and whatnot. It's still pretty like relevant and whatnot. You know.
Shit.
Yeah.
You can go to the Dogon tribe, which celebrates Sirius star system, which is like what Egypt does, So
Mm-hmm.
I mean that stuff is still around. It's not widely accepted because you have like the Judeo-Abrahamic religions that are like the big
The big boys.
the ones that are accepted now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, but that stuff is still around. It's obviously around in those countries that it originated from more so than anything else. But, you know,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that there's not like small sects of that in America or another well-established country like the UK or something. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true. Man, it would be cool to go to a Norse church. My God, can you imagine how that would be? That would be wicked.
So you have you're thinking you have a thing that you.
Wild West shootouts. Hear me out. Like, you have a problem with something, kind of like mutual combat in Texas, but like everywhere. And you got a problem with somebody, and somebody's got a problem with you. You call up the sheriff, or listen, we're gonna do it, and then you go out in the middle of the street, quick draw, and shoot each other. Who wins? That kind of thing. Bring it back. Just bring it back.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
a lot. It had to
along-
be a designated area.
That is
You can't
along
do
the
the street.
lines of the.
Oh no, it can't just be like on Broadway. Like, I mean,
It'd have to be a designated place. Like, hey, let's
Yeah.
go to our town's shootout place,
oh yeah, every town's gonna have like a designated.
and they
place.
could do like the regular draw, quick shots. There's a tactical section.
Well, this
There's a
isn't-
frag only section. There's a knife only section. They can choose what they want to do.
Well, this isn't the fair. These are two guys that are ready to
then
kill
you
each
make-
other.
But
and
then you
they're-
sell it. Then you sell tickets to it. It's an event
You could.
because it's only going to happen so rarely. Say it happens
Well,
once
that's what
every.
you say.
Say it happens
You
once.
say that.
I mean,
Say it
road
happens
rage
once a
happens
month.
Pretty fucking
Say
frequently.
it's a once a month occurrence where this happens a discrepancy versus another person in a major populated area once a month. You don't tell me that those tickets are going to be highly coveted to watch and be like, which one are you guys going to choose? We're going grenades! And then everyone fucking loses their shit
So
and they start
government just
sports
has to
betting
hand
on
over
them.
grenades.
You don't tell me that's going to make a fucking shit ton of money?
No, it probably would, but I
Not
doubt there's going to
really.
be one guy a month that's going to
Don't
be like.
you fucking know that was an excellent idea? Don't
I don't
fucking
think it's
shame
something
me like
that-
this,
it's
dude.
only- Dude, it's literally would be a last minute fucking thing. So how are you gonna sell tickets for something last minute?
No, that's
Randomly-
what. No,
you
that's
just hit
that's,
my bumper. I'm going to shoot.
Yeah,
we
well,
want
we're
to
gonna
shoot each other
We're gonna go to the spot and do
a
it now.
month from now.
Yeah, now
you
we
know.
gotta plan out a month from now when I'm not upset
Yeah.
about it and I don't remember who you are.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, but like, I don't even know.
okay, that part's definitely a more.
You know.
Yeah, this is like in the moment, like, hey, you were just
Okay,
fucking around
so
my
you-
girlfriend at the bar,
alright,
and you
alright.
both agree. And
So you have both. Both are okay. You can have it where that'll be a business. That would be my business. My business would be, hey, I know you have a problem. You already went over to talk to this guy. You both start fuming. I come over in a lickety-split before you guys shoot each other and say, are you going to settle this now, or do you want to sign some paperwork and we can do a grand event and maybe the person alive makes $1 million with me? How about that? And then I say, you two hash this out in 2 months. I got a date set here. You two meet me at this event at this time of night. Bring whatever you want. You guys can choose whatever you want. The winner not only lives, you guys hash out this whole thing because you guys fucking hate each other. Not only do you live, but then you also get $500,000 because I'll split it halves with you for what I make.
yes, but it should happen every day. And anybody who's getting involved, we're going to get technology involved because we do live in the modern time. Whoever's like a member and wants to be in on that stuff, they get a text to their phone and they're like, hey, two made up names. Philip
And Sloppy Samuel.
and Sloppy Samuel are ready to fight each other,
fuck's sake,
and then here's why. And then this guy says
Because
this, and this
Philip
guy says this.
dug a hole in Sloppy Samuel's yard
Yeah.
and it filled with water and now Sloppy Samuel has a less sloppy yard because his water is going to that hole and instead of it staying in his entire yard.
Exactly.
So now Sloppy Samuel's yard is dry and he's now become Dry Samuel.
Yeah, and then here's
Hates that.
Philip, and here's why he said he's in the right, and then here's Sloppy Samuel who says he's in the right. You pick sides, you place your bets, and it's happening like an hour from now or 2 hours from now. You go to where the designated area where it is in town, and then you place your fucking bets, and then the government can tax it, and then they can do all that stuff.
Yeah.
See, that's not that far off from this streamer I know of that said that we should be able to fight the cops that want to come in and either arrest you for anything. And
Well,
if
yeah,
you-
but you're
and-
gonna get a
and if-
charge
and
for
if
it.
you win,
True.
and if you win, you're gone. You're done. You get off scot-free.
Nobody
That
would be a cop then. You'd have
Right.
0 people be cops
Right,
for that.
right, exactly. So why would anybody be a cop if they can just shoot each other on the road to solve their differences?
Because that is true, but also at the same time, I mean, you can do that, but would
And then
say,
what's to stop the difference from the person that just got killed, his family, from wanting to go and kill that person's family?
because you got to agree. And then in that case, that's when the real cops get involved and they're like, hey, that's a murder. They didn't agree to this. They weren't involved. Those people were. And then that's when the cops get their jobs in. The people that are going outside of mutual combat, because anything outside of mutual combat, illegal. It's got to be agreed by both parties only, and it's got to be 100%, and it's got to be in the eyes of the law. So the sheriff always has to be there.
And I still think you can make money on having the different courses.
So if you want the sheriff or some kind of law enforcement to be there, that means they wouldn't be able to carry their own weapons to initiate their own mutual combat. They would have to go to a certain place
So
to have the sheriff meet them there and hand out the weapons themselves. So if it was a bumper
I would say they can
crash,
use
they'd have to go and...
I could say they use their own, but you're not going home and picking up a gun. You know,
so
what you got on you, you're doing the shit talking with that thing. You're doing that.
Hear me out.
Kinda.
Hear me out. So you can bring your own,
Mm-hmm.
or like I said,
BYOG.
you have this. You can bring your own, or you can have this area.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, there is a straight 12 paces and shoot section. There is a tactical section that has a bunch of different things you can hide behind and shoot it out that way. There is a grenades only section for each guy.
How are they gonna agree?
There is knives only. They can just hash it out and be like, they're gonna choose something. They're gonna both agree on one thing because they both are gonna think they're gonna be the best at it. They're both gonna agree. But here's the thing, because that happens, obviously it's gonna be sloppy. So the way we do it is, you want to have it every night. It'll happen every night at this designated area. But then every night, so say that night it's grenades. After that fight is over, the next day, grenades can't be chosen. Not only are they going to be cleaning up all of the fucking guts that are everywhere, so they're going to clean it up and sanitize it, but the same thing can't be selected after the next one.
Okay. How about I'll meet you in the middle. We'll bring the courses, like you choose your course. We'll bring that to the Coliseum. We got the space for it. We got the people for it.
A rogue grenade in the crowd. Oh my god!
But the shootouts will keep classic Western style bang bang. But we just have a designated area in the town where you got to do it, and the berms behind it, and the whole thing. But at the Coliseum, hell yeah, let's make a whole night of it. Like,
okay,
you know, we make this. This is gonna be I don't know, murderers versus 1,000.
Dude.
Angry raccoons.
So.
You broke him.
I'm just thinking. So, yeah, it's a good idea. I think it would work in the Coliseum. My idea. I got it. I remember now. So, my idea would be.
Just totally roadblocked. Yeah, the idea would work though. It would. It would work.
So the winner, the winner that we said, like how you hashed out, the winner. Remember back in the day, with those Coliseums, is the winner would then get judged by the Emperor, and he could give thumbs up, thumbs down. So there's a sniper that immediately points his rifle with the laser at that, and the crowd can decide: do we want that person who just, because he's a complete dick that they got into a big fight anyways, do we want him to live or do we want him to die? And we can all give them thumbs up, thumbs down. And if he thumbs down, he just gets shot.
That'd be funny. There's just like people. Are just
if we just think the guy's a major douchebag, or if the guy won on on a technicality, then we can just be like, get that guy out of here. Like, see ya.
If he's like a complete psychopath and he's going bloodthirsty, it's like, take him down. But it's like, if it's like some honorable, he's like, he did my thing. He wasn't shit talking the whole time. Wasn't an asshole. Yeah, send him to jail. Fuck it. You can go in there and deal with that.
Luke cheated, he's got a boner. No boo.
Ooh. Jeez.
So what if you can do that? So what about this? What if you can do that? You can challenge somebody to an actual gunslinger, and after the deed is done, and if you killed the guy, if the guy dies, you have to go to prison for murder.
There should be a brand new sentence for that.
Yeah.
Maybe like...
And then, you actually have a trial and everything, and...
5 years. We'll say 5 years. You won, you survived, you did kill a man, but at the same time, you weren't bloodthirsty or anything like that. At least I freaking hope you weren't. And it was I don't know, what would the charge be? Mutual combat winner, 5 years. Like,
Yeah.
winner, 5-year sentence.
Yeah.
Right, because I mean, but in the point to get upset, so upset at somebody that you want to have a shootout with them,
Yeah, that
and
is pretty
potentially
fucked up.
kill them, they're already not in a proper place to actually be in society in general.
True. 8-year
know,
sentence.
So like,
We'll say.
you know,
We'll make it like up there, like 8 years.
Yeah.
because we don't want
Because the
people
winner of the
just-
Coliseum gets knocked down to 10.
Yeah, because
you
I mean
know,
we don't.
He's already a murderer.
We wouldn't want people to just go and want to shoot somebody else when they bag their groceries wrong.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
also that person would have, like I said, they would have to agree as well.
Yeah.
Because they
Right,
could be
but-
like, I'm going to shoot you
so-
for bagging them wrong. And they're like, oh, no, I don't want to. And then they won't.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
They're like, and then he's just going to be like, fuck you, and then he's going to run away.
Yeah.
Or if he does go off on him anyway, then he gets arrested.
Well, that's some food for thought. So yeah, that was
Pointless.
I say we'll wrap it up there. That was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the
Yeah,
first episode here of the In-Person Podcast. Probably the only one for a little while, I think, until I come down to them for a bit. So yeah. So we'll catch you guys in the next episode, and thanks for sticking around, and we God bless Ty's soul.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Tyler.
Deegan, love
Peace.
you, guy.
Bye, Ty guy.